Well, I'm here with the one and only Tony McFadden for another amazing night. The Donegal Association here in London sell out once again.
Complete sellout. We could sell out another 10 tables, but unfortunately the place is not big enough. So we have to settle for this.
And you have some very interesting guests this year.
We have Father Brendan McBride all the way from San Francisco, and we have Shona, who does her own program on 389 singing program. So we'll probably be speaking to her later on.
And then your honoree this year is Michael Cunningham.
Michael Cunningham is our Donegal Person of the Year. Michael does a lot with the younger kids in Greenfort. Probably it's a harder job, but I suppose he does a good job of it. Most people prefer to have the big teams. But as somebody has to start the young one, and Michael does a very good job of that.
And how important is a night like this for the community, the Donegal community in London?
Oh, it's very, very important. You get all the gang together. All the companies and all their families. People say that I was catering for companies, but all the boys that's there, they have families. They all bring their families to the table. They may have companies. I have a company. I have three family come here tonight. My wife, supposed to have to take her. So, no, it's a very important night, and you see people you haven't seen since this time last year, so a great night and a very successful night. And we hopefully will get a good bit of money gathered for the charities back home in Donegal,
And you've really supported various charities down through the years.
Yeah, well, probably they'll let the Kenny Hospice, we do a good turn for that, along with Brendan and the calendars, all the businessmen help Brendan. We also do the Alzheimer's, autism. We do a few here in London. I did the list in front of me now.
Oh no, the list everybody knows. You've
Yeah.
helped so many. Are there still an awful lot of young people coming over from Donegal to work here?
Yeah, I think a lot of the young fellas coming over now, the likes of Kelly Communications, Ardmore Group, Clapfine, Tommy Goller takes a lot of the boys over for the tunnel work, Josie Goller's another man does a lot of tunnel work, so a lot of them are following in the old footsteps. They mightn't have it as hard as we had, but that's no shame, It's better, if they can earn the money now a lot easier. There'll be less cripples about, like the likes of Oni and them,
Yeah. And you were saying earlier, the important point to remember is every year I come here now, I meet all those, those big companies, those men that have been very successful here, like yourself.
Yeah.
But you all bring your staff as well. The staff come, the people who work for you, they come to celebrate here tonight.
Oh yeah, a lot. That's what happens in a lot of cases, But I mean, if you like to take Cormac Burns now, the company that Cormac has, Cormac used to drink in Betty Mulligan's along with us so way back in the early 70s, so it's nice to see how far people have come in a space of time and very successful, Loads of them, loads of them all worked, none of them was given a spoon, when they landed here. They all had to work hard at whatever they got.
And the great opportunities that you and Cormac and everybody else have given to so many people that come over from our own county down the years when times were hard at home.
Oh yeah, lots of them come over, and my house there in Kilburn, Buckley House, would probably be a very famous house for all the boys from round home and Creasla and all around there.
And Tony, next year is a big year.
Next year's hopefully is the 70th anniversary of the Donegal Association when it was formed. There were probably no TVs there then, but there were old men, that worked hard, and I don't suppose there's too many of them around now, but I mean, it would have been nice to meet some of the boys that was there in 1947. But that time it was known as the Donegal Men's Association, and then I suppose to change it then to keep the ladies happy, they had to call it, they had to remove the man out, which made it, it looks much better, when you have a lot of ladies here,
Where would you be without them? There's an awful lot of very fine Donegal women here, and Mayo women, we should say as well.
And Sligo, in case
Exactly, in case
they're watching me and you.
Absolutely, we can't forget Phil. Yeah.
No.
Well, Tony, continued success with the association. Marvellous turnout again. Great night for the community, and well done on all the great work you do.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank Shane Wallace here for coming doing his coverage, and I'd like to thank Shane also, for taking over a lot of Highland Radio equipment, so I hope to give him a bit of advertising now back on their radio station for doing this turn for him.
Well, Shane deserves that certainly, because he's most helpful in every way possible. And of course, everybody at home, especially around Falcarra, want to know what you're up to tonight.
Oh yeah, well, I'd like to say all the people in Falcarra, John Cannon in the Gador Bar, who covered the Emigrants Corner last year, done a great job, and he does a good feed when he tells an odd lie, but that's all right.
On that note, Tony, there'll be many a lie told tonight, I hope, and many a drink had. Thank you very much indeed, Tony McFadden.
Okay, thank you everybody.